It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, the opener of this three-game set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers. Hello again, everybody. Baseball is back. Welcome to our special opening day broadcast on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. The staffs for these two teams sure to be a focal point as this series moves along.
Just like any team, pitching is going to be a key factor for this ball club as the year plays out. I'm sure the staff will have its ups and downs, but if they can pitch like they can, I think this team is going to be pretty successful.
The game's count starting now. Opening day on MLB Network, and it's coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2028 Milwaukee Brewers.
Quickly now, a look at the two men who are entrusted with the starting pitching assignment here to begin the new year. Now a chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark, what do you have on this lineup as they go for their first win?
Matty, you take a look at this lineup. I find myself thinking back to my playing days when I knew I had the ace on the mound. It had to be win day, and when you get in a car to drive to the yard, you tell yourself, even though you felt bad about it, just get 2 or 3. All the pressure's on the big boy to have to execute, and he usually does. Look for this lineup to try and execute and score, manufacture 1 or 2 runs early in this one. So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Coming to the plate now, Theo Jamison, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Jamison.
Here comes the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Waiting on it, the right fielder makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Digging in now for the Brewers, Philip Beck, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Base is empty here with nobody out. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Jamison, 1 out. And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Theo Jamison. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. The next to bat for St. Louis, Theo Jamison. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Left fielder, number 5.
So 2 men are on with 1 man out, and in to bat next, former Dodger minor leaguer Willie Calhoun. The 1-2.
Right here, easy. Dig.
And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
I don't know what side of the fence I fall on, boys. Old school, new school. I think I kind of stand right along that fence. But one thing that gets me jacked up is watching guys grind down an account and drive base hits the other way.
So it's bases loaded, 1 away, and in to bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes.
You're up.
Right side. He lays out, but he can't make the play, and it's through into right. And the run is in to score from third. Now a 5-3 game.
Boy, that's a good piece of hitting, Diva, right there. Takes the pitch away and just goes ahead and slaps it to the opposite field.
Yeah, just grabbed himself an RBI right there. Didn't try and do too much. Took what the pitcher gave him, and it worked out.
Now back.
Stepping in for the
Number
Cardinals,
13.
number 13. 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. Comes set with the 0-1. Softly on a line to third. But gloved by the third baseman for the out. And he'll take it to the bag for the out. And there's your unassisted double play. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Cardinals lead it 5-3. Stepping up to the plate, Tomas Montalvo, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Jamison has a read on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Brewers forced to settle for 1. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. St. Louis is out in front, 5-4. Now at the plate, number 22. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Hit the other way out toward right field. Jamison on the move. He's there and records the first down.
Go home.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Theo Jamison. He singled his last time up.
Jamison.
Here comes the first pitch. Less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
Breaking ball below the zone. That's ball 1.
If you're in the box right now, you got to wait him out. He obviously does not want to come see you with a fastball. He's been nibbling this whole at bat and just missed with that backdoor breaking ball.
Swing and a liner, but foul. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 5 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Hard hit ball to second. Reined in. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They lead it 5-4.
7th inning stretch.
So stepping in, Philip Beck. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot. Has to put the ball in play.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're on top by 3, 8-5.
but never panic. They just set about doing the little things that would get them back into it. And the next thing you know, they're celebrating a well-earned victory.
8-5 today. Milwaukee put up 4 runs in the 7th to carry them to victory. Tom Connolly claims the win out of the pen, his first. Jamal Boucher retires the side to hammer down the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network. Almost ready for baseball in Milwaukee. The roof is closed and the atmosphere perfect inside Miller Park. Today, it's game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers. Major League Baseball on the show is next. Eric Fetty is on the mound for the Brewers in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
This is a fun guy to watch pitch. Almost struck out 200 batters last season, so he does have swing and miss capabilities. But the thing I like, he commands the strike zone, he commands the running game.
Leading off the inning, Theo Jamieson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Theo Jamieson.
Now here's the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they're coming off a good victory here in front of the home faithful on opening day.
Yeah, Matty, I know it's a long season, but they were able to win the opener, and nothing would be sweeter if you could get in your car today and drive home 2-0. This is a big game. This is a nice little momentum either way. Another win here, and they're going to be feeling great about where they're at. That's just a great pitch right there. Great execution. He just got that hitter to think that pitch was knee-high. Nasty diving out of the zone.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Right side, but it's well foul. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
So here's how the Brewers are positioned defensively. And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Theo Jamieson, who comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Jamieson.
First offering on its way. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time.
He's been doing a nice job out there on the mound, but the deeper you get into the game, the more the hitters have seen you. This is the part of the lineup that he has to be really careful with.
1-1 the count now. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Outside, 2-1.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the away pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
This one's smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Montalvo racing back on the warning track. Into the box now, Theo Jamieson. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. The windup and the 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now here's the ball hit high and deep to straightaway right field. And he's going to have room to put this one away. Now in the box, Theo Jamison. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The windup and the 0-1. Chopper foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Scooped up on to first, and that is a big out to start the next for Milwaukee. Cesar Castro has got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Jamison is after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. Now the relay home, and the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
Endings just don't get much better than this. Great job at the plate putting the ball in play, and then the runner at first does the rest. Stop at third? No way. Rounded third, flew home, and scored the game winner. My heart is still in my throat.
Pitching and defense in this one, but the man you see here made some noise with the bat, and as a result, he's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a multi-hit game, and more importantly, they were big hits. He was a key contributor to the outcome of this one.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. The Brewers came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Tom Winter claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way. It's a chilly day in Milwaukee as we get ready for baseball underneath the retractable roof of Miller Park. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Milwaukee Brewers. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Corbin Burns gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, looking at the numbers, you can see this guy had an ERA over 4 last season. He'd like to do a lot better than that. He's got to do a much better job of keeping base runners off the base.
Standing in, Theo Jamison. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Jamison.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Dan D-Row, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in feeling good as they're 2-0 to start the new year.
Yeah, Matty, without question. They find themselves in this position today. They got a chance to sweep the series on Sunday and make it a miraculous weekend.
Boy, D-Row, it's always a nice way to finish off a weekend. You win a big game on Saturday, and to close it off with a win here and a sweep on Sunday would really be sweet for this ball club.
And set up behind the dish is Eric Summersgill as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
You know what, Dan? I'm always baffled when Eric Summersgill's behind the dish because he has a tendency to favor one side of the plate.
You know, that's one of the things I think pitchers get a little bit frustrated with the E-train at times. It's like, hey, if you're going to give me that inside quarter, give it to me, but don't keep moving the dish around on me all game.
To second for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 2 hits here in the inning lead to a run for the Redbirds. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Cardinals 1. The Brewers coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Corbin Burns.
The pitcher, number 40.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air to right field. Jamison is in pursuit, but he won't get to it. It drops in behind him. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head, one-hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming.
Digging in, Philip Beck. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Burns over at second. Castro is over at first with 1 away. Skied into straightaway right. Jamison is right there as he takes it for the second out. Now at the plate, Theo Jamison.
The right fielder, number 15. Theo Jamison.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. The 0-1 delivery. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. In the dirt here, and a heads-up play to get back to first as he wisely hadn't gotten too far from the bag. The next 1-2 pitch. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Here's another 1-2. And another foul ball. One and two. Here it comes. Flipped out the other way toward short. To second for one. On to first, but no, not in time, as he really took a tumble at second base, letting go of that ball.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting 1 out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
And here's the former prize Dodger prospect, Willie Calhoun. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 3-2 pitch. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass. Two on here with 1 man out. And into bat next, one of the fastest players in all of baseball, Harrison Bader. Grounded to third.
Right here.
One there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Striding in, Theo Jamison.
The right fielder, number 15. Theo Jamison.
First offering on its way. hit in the air out to right. Castro will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Brewers 3 and the Cardinals 1. Digging in, Kenny Zarate.
The first baseman, number 6, Kenny Zarate.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Jameson. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. A run, a hit, and a man left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Brewers 4 and the Cardinals 1. Coming to the plate now, Theo Jameson. He flew out in his last at bat.
Jameson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and a strike to count. Now the 0-1. And a bouncing ball, foul. And he'll just waste one there. 1-2. Five runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Line drive to center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
A 1-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. The Cards came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Joey Lucchesi claims the win out of the pen, his first. Alex Reyes closes the door for the save, his first of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com. It figures to be a wet one, but we'll have baseball for you on MLB Network nonetheless. Today, it's the home opener for this new season between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to another edition of baseball on MLB Network. I'm joined by Dan Plesac. And Dan, as we get things going this season, it's pitching that has to be key if this team's going to have success.
You know, I always think pitching and defense are the keys to success in the long run. So as the season gets started, it's going to be really important for this pitching staff to set a good tone. If they can get off on a good foot, it will do a lot for the confidence of the entire ball club. All right. The stage is set. The starters get their final tosses in out in the bullpen, and we've got a good one in store for you, folks. Play-by-play is coming up next. Getting close to first pitch here. Let's listen in to public address announcer Alex Miniak.
And now, your 2028 St. Louis Cardinals.
Quickly now, we'll look at the 2 men who'll get the starting assignment here in this home opener. With that, a look at the Cubbies starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. He's hitting over 400. Now, hold on. I know it's just April, but that's really impressive. And if you're hitting 400 in the backyard playing wiffle ball, you're still doing something pretty good. It's been a great start, and I'm interested to see if he can feed off of it the rest of the way.
Justin Holton gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you think this guy's tough to hit? Take a look at that ERA in the low 2s last season. If he pitches like that again this year, he's going to be awfully tough. He's going to be fun to watch in this one.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And I'm locking in today on outfielder Harrison Bader, one of the elite defenders in the game, burst on the scene in 2018, and he can go get them with the best of them.
The next Cub up, number 35. And pitchers beware, because he's been off the charts hot to start the season. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. This is in the air out to right. Jameson is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. At the plate, Theo Jameson. He was not much of a factor at the plate during yesterday's win as he took an 0 for 4 line. Here comes the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, it appears to be all systems go to start the new year as they've come out of the gates on a 4-game winning streak.
Yeah, guys, you know what as well as I do. Being in the clubhouse before the game, this team's riding high. 4-0 to start the road trip. They're more concerned about what they're having for dinner than worried about the opposing pitcher right now.
Now at the plate, Theo Jameson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Jameson.
Here's the pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, David Bodie. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Jameson is there, and he'll bring this one in. So in now for Chicago, number 13. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Shortstop,
The 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Jameson. And that ends the inning. Cubs are down in order. We are still scoreless. Now batting, Theo Jameson, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Swinging a ball yanked down the right field line. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Throwing to second. And he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
When you're struggling as a team to put the ball in play, every base hit is welcome, but a double will really help wake everyone up. That's just their 3rd hit of the game, but it's a good one.
Ready now, Willie Calhoun.
Now
3rd at bat in this one. He's bounced out and popped out in his 2 previous trips. Here now the 2-2. Hit well on the ground at first. And he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to 3rd. And that'll bring up the former top prospect Harrison Bader. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Jameson stands at 3rd with 1 gone in the inning. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Ball's in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out. They'll cash in here as the run is into score. Digging in and looking for more, David Bodie. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up.
Bodie.
8th inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And that is off the wall in right field. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This right here is a difference between an average hitter and a very good hitter. The average hitter probably doesn't do anything with that pitch, but this guy goes down and gets it, muscling it to the outfield for an extra base hit.
Stepping in, Theo Jamieson. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out. And you know, the heavy stuff has finally arrived. This has got to be the hardest rain we've seen all afternoon.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2. 3 runs already home here. Two-two pitch is a fastball high, so it runs full. 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as the side is retired. So they get 3 runs on 2 base hits, with one of them being the big home run. We've played 8 full. It's the Cubs 6 and the Cardinals 4. Standing in, number 13. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. That's popped up out towards short right field. Bichette takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
A 1-run game, 6-5 the final today. Chicago jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Percy Hernandez gets the win on the mound, his first of the year. Justin Holton pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time. First opened in 2006. We're at beautiful Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri. Today, we'll see a contest from the National League Central between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. The Cubbies have now won 5 consecutive games. They'll aim to continue their winning streak next. Bernardo Robles, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're looking at a guy that knows how to pitch. Last year, his ERA was just under 3.5 for the season, and I would imagine going into the offseason, he's looking...
At the plate, Chance Sisco, and a great chance here for the Cubbies to add on in just the first inning. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Jamieson has a read on it, and that's the 3rd out. Only one in the inning for the Cubs. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Cubs are on top 1-0. Leading off the inning, Theo Jamieson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Theo Jamieson.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in after another good win last time out that ran their record to start the season to a perfect 5-0.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
Dahl comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
So one away here in the Chicago fourth. And into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl. Mullins stands at first with one out. This is in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Jamieson. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are two away. So striding forward now, Theo Jamieson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Lifted the other way out to left center. Dahl is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back. Digging in once again, Richard Crowley. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Richard Crowley.
The 1-1. Skied into very shallow right. Jamieson is there, and that's the first out of the inning. And the runner not stepping into the box, David Bodie. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. Here's the 1-1. High fly ball out to deep right field. Jamieson going back on it, still ranging back. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him. And with it, the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
Wow, that's what a pitcher gets for not putting what he thought was a bad call in the rearview mirror. I think he was still fuming and didn't get the pitch where he wanted it. The result? A reason to be even.
Now at the plate, Theo Jamieson.
The right fielder, number 15, Theo Jamieson.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line, but speared on a hop. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. The sights and sounds of a day at the ballpark. Oh my goodness. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Stepping into the box, Theo Jamieson, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Two out, nobody on. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And this should do it. The catch is made, and the Cubs make it 6 straight victories now as this one is over.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. The Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Number 49 earns the win, his second, allowing only a pair of hits in 8 full innings pitched. Bucky Lyon earns the save out of the bullpen, his 4th of the season. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the